All right. Welcome to FT7 weekly Sunday calls. Let's start over. Let's go to the recaps of last week over the trades and for the new trading week. So let's wait for a second to see who will join and who will not. So please bear with me for a couple of seconds. All right, so we will kick off for this week, looking for the week ahead to see what we have for the coming week and what we have last week. Um, yeah, let's recap the previous week. Let's do that. Let me share my screen. Right, and let me share my screen. So let's recap the previous week. This was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So the week was setting off for the whole week. And if you look at the weekly candle, there's one bearish weekly candle showing that the bears are still in control. If you look at the previous weekly candle, the bears were in control as well. And the candle above that also shows that the bears were in control. So the daily and the weekly open are crucial for the direction of the week. So that's something that you need to think always, like, what is the weekly open? How does it open? What is the daily open? So you know that, okay, am I trading with the weekly open or against the weekly open? That's a crucial part of information because the institutions, they always trade with the weekly opens and the daily opens. So and that is how I first thought, okay, where am I in the market in terms of weekly levels, monthly levels, in order to see, okay, in terms of direction, what can we expect? If we check on the monthly level, we see a monthly bearish candle flow. That shows that the monthly bears are now in control. If you go to the weekly, we see even three bearish candle, which shows that, okay, the weekly bears are in control. And if we go to the daily, we see that overall, right? Overall, we are bearish. Overall, we are bearish, and we just bounced off of this channel, right? So that's also important. We bounced off of this channel, but we are overall bearish. So for GJ, I'm only looking for sells next week because currently it's making a correction. Let's go to the line chart in order to show things even better. Right? So I'm seeing a correction level, price just made a lower low, now it's correcting. Well, now it's correcting towards what? Correcting towards this resistance level, towards this trend line. So I'm very, how do I say? I'm very keen to see, okay, what is my major structure? Well, we all see that this is the major structure here, up here. Here we have a major structure. Here we have a minor structure because this is in the middle of this whole leg, right? So I'm not saying that we cannot see a rejection from it, but the chance is smaller from this level than from this level. This level is way better than this level. You also see that there's quite some volume in this level here. And in this level, there's zero, like almost zero volume. So I see that this level can give you a small rejection, but I don't expect like a large push back. So looking at the current momentum, right, and the current structures, you see that the structure on the short term is going up, 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 and I expect GJ to come do this very short term, try to go for this support, right? And then eventually end in this level for the larger drop. That's what I expect for GJ. So keep that in mind that GJ is very volatile. So it's very crucial for you to understand that there are some levels that will react quite fast and some levels not. Still take into account that that check how the weekly opens, right? Check how the daily opens. So if the weekly opens bullish, it can also mean that we can be bullish for the week, right? Until like a certain level. Yeah. It can also mean that we can be bullish on Monday and then bearish for the rest of the week. So keep that in mind. That's quite crucial information in order to follow direction. Yeah. That's GJ. GU. For GU, what I always do is I also check the DXY. Um, yeah. So the DXY is really in the liquidity levels of the monthly. So liquidity levels of the monthly, which means that it's currently in a monthly breakout. However, the monthly candle is still above that level, above the liquidity level. It hasn't closed back below. So for me, we need to be careful with how price rejects. Um, Let me check how volume reacts on this close. Very close. Let me check how volume shows. Oh, I can't put volume on it. Okay, that's a pity. Okay, fine. Well, overall, it's still bullish, right? So in my opinion, unless let me check. Well, unless yeah, well, unless price doesn't break this level. If price breaks this level, right, it can go all the way down. If it doesn't, it will definitely continue the uptrend. So we always have more options, right? Because trading is reactive. You need to check what's happening at the moment with price, what is price telling you. That is how I see the DXY. So DXY correlates with, of course, the dollar pairs, GBP USD. So if, let me, all right, close one. All right, second. Okay, all right. Okay, so what do I expect on GU? So it really depends. Let me check. Wow. GU is on monthly levels, which is wow. Okay. I definitely expect GU to start the day bullish because it's rejected from the monthly level. It closed as a low volume weekly candle. So if you look at here, we also see a great pattern that confirms that buyers are taking over. If we look at the line chart, we also see structures going down being broken. So yeah, so for GU, if it opens bullish, right? Also check on support structure. Expect that it can continue bullish for the week. Also, boom. So this is a major structure point. So put my lines where they should be. Okay. And then yeah, some interesting levels. Yeah, I'll wait for a pullback here of this level, see how price rejects. But one thing is for sure, it's bouncing off a monthly level. When bouncing off a monthly level with this short-term momentum, you need to be very careful with selling. Then in this case, I would only sell from major structure points and not from these minor structure points. So keep that in mind. If we're looking at the 4 hour, also some great bullish patterns. So I definitely expect GU to be bullish for the coming week. So, but still, let's see how the market opens, right? That's very important. EU, EU. All right. What do we see in EU? Let's look at the monthly levels. Wow. Okay. Monthly levels, very important. Yeah. Wow. Well, these are currently at monthly levels. Well, we can see very hard bounces of monthly levels here. Daily, touched, rejected, boom, 4 hour, rejected, bullish pushes, boom. Here we have a double supply zone. I really see this happening, rejection, and then overall going for this major. Bear in mind at weekly levels and monthly levels, you can also see a consolidation, right? Just show you an example, like uh, here, for example, right? So this was a monthly level. You know, like uh, you can you can see like like this was like a whole week of price, right? You can see like price going in. That is it. Let me check. Like right. So price going in and then price stays here for a couple of weeks before it moves down. So you can still expect like a consolidation on which you can still, for example, have buy trades, right? And you can have sell trades back and forth, like for like a couple of weeks until price really moves down. So that means that we're currently like like we just entered the monthly level. It's the same situation as here, right? We just entered the monthly level, and then then the next weekly candle closed like as a star-ish, and then the week after you got like a bearish candle, and the week thereafter bullish candle. So this is consolidation, right? So this is consolidation of weekly at the monthly level. The same thing we are seeing at this moment, right? Price just reached the this monthly level just. So price can, how do you say, price can consolidate for a couple of weeks, right, in this level before it goes up, right? So please be careful to not think that price will go off in one punch or like in one move because you're thinking it's a monthly level. No, it doesn't work like that, right? Price needs to build up orders, and when there's enough orders, and when there's enough orders, the orders will be released and price will move in the direction. But overall, we are still bearish, right? So at monthly levels, at weekly levels, we can expect consolidation before price moves, right? Because we are building up bigger orders, bigger loads of orders. So that means that your play must be like on 1 hour, right? To see, okay, I'm aware that I'm at monthly level, so consolidation is definitely possible. So if I reach 1 hour major structure points, price can may well tank all to the below, and then from here it's a consolidation level. I can trade off this zone because it can go up and then come down again, right? For a couple of weeks before price even goes to a other direction. So keep that in mind. That's crucial information. All right, USD cut. Boom. USD cut is currently, yeah, USD cut is currently, it was also at monthly levels, same as of course the opposite of GU, of course. And you see here that it gave like a, oh, this is a great, this is a great. It gave a pin bar, right? It gave a high volume pin bar, which means that some things can happen. Can give like a retest with the open of the week, right? So the week opens, it can go down like a little bit, and then consolidate a little bit, give another weekly close. So check how to play this game before it really leaves, right? And then boom, it can leave. Okay. Um, if you look at, oh yeah, this was a previous monthly level. Then you check, hey, what happened there? Price came in, then you got a bearish close, and then it tanked. Okay, here looks like a similar situation. We got like a fake out, right? It's a great pin bar, right? But that means that what can happen after this pin bar is rejecting the weekly levels and the monthly levels. So um, go to 4 hour. What are the lower time frame market structures? Now you see here, hey, on 1 hour it's making lower lows. So what is a great level? Well, these are major structures, minor structures on 1 hour. You know, I put your lines there and wait for price to come to those levels and execute. Um, it's important to not make trading too complicated. Like a lot of people make trading so complicated with Fibonacci and da 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 da. No, it's not necessary. Just trade like naked price action. Of course, I do have RSI here, but that I have for investing purposes and not for really for trading purposes. I don't use the RSI for trading purposes, right? All right, so that's UC cut. Alerts are set. I'm only waiting for price to come to my alerts, and from there we are trading organized. Nothing more and nothing else. USD gold. Let's check gold. Boom, weekly level. All right, gold is reaching a weekly level, which can give like an immediate bounce, right? And uh, it can give like an immediate bounce, and if it comes into this level, it can bounce like me. But be aware that like it can go first for these minor levels before taking very hard down. So you are definitely still in the bearish market on gold, right? Because the market is recovering. The Russian ruble is getting stronger, if you like it or not. But yeah, it's getting stronger. So but that means that investors are betting and trading on a recovering. So that means that the cautious investors are going out of gold, and when there's like war and fear, and the whole world is turning around and everything's going bad, all those investors they are tending to go into safe havens. So that's something to understand fundamentally, right? There are also some fundamental news this week, for example. Yeah, but you can um, take into account. I check Forex Factory, I check FX Street. Like be prepared. Check what is coming on in the coming week. Like tomorrow, Monday. What do we have? We have the retail sales in China. Uh, what do we have here? We have the Euro economic forecast. That will look very great. We have the monetary policy report on the GDP. So this is a red flag, So take into account that um, these red flags can create volume and moves, right? So be aware of that. And then you have Tuesday, you have the monetary policy on Australian dollar. You have on cut, you have on USD, you have the core retail sales, right? Check on the forecast, like what do analysts expect, right? So they expect like a worse number than the previous month, right? And here on the retail sales, they expect like a better number than the previous month. That that indicates that the retail sales will probably increase in comparison to the previous month, right? And then we have like a very, very volatile Fed Chair Powell is speaking as well on Tuesday. So take it into account into your trading. Like, okay, is there like volume on this day? Normally on Monday, there's like a lower volume than on Tuesday because there's less news. But if you check your trading agenda, right, then you can forecast if there will be like volume on that day. Like for example, on the Wednesday, we have more volume. We have a red fall on Australian dollar, on GBP, on cut, right? So then you can choose for yourself, okay, on that day, which currency pair or trading pair will I trade? Because there's volume, right? There are like moves and very quick moves and large moves, right? So yeah, be prepared. That's my message to you guys, and be aware that the market can be volatile on some days, not always, of course, and be prepared for what is coming in the next week. Yeah, if you're not prepared, then how do you know what can potentially happen, right? Um, the preparation is 90% of your trading strategy. Yeah. All right. That was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the preparation for the next week, and we will do these calls every week. Of course, everybody can join in and dial in and ask their questions. Right? It's free to ask, and I hope you have a great day.